Guys, thank you so very much. We're in the rain, we're in the mild air for now, but just a couple of hours away, extreme cold, wind, and also snow. There's the winter storm warning Vicki talked about for the entire WLKY viewing area for tonight on into tomorrow as well. Let's get to it. This is all rain, and the leading edge, you can see the darker green and narrow band. That's a little batch of heavier rain that's moving quickly off towards the east. The light rain filling in behind, and that trend will certainly continue. The viewing area right now as a whole is just rain, but again, this will quickly change over the next 2 to 4 hours as we kind of pull out and take a look at what's going on off to the west. Look at the large shade of blue here out across Illinois, now creeping over the Wabash into southwestern Indiana. That's just behind that Arctic cold front. We go from 40s to near 50 ahead of the boundary and across the viewing area right now to 20s, teens, single digits, St. Louis, Champaign, and immediately west-northwest of there, it is already below zero, and that air is rapidly racing in our direction. So let's talk about what you can expect. Time this thing out hour by hour as we move through tonight into tomorrow morning. Futurecast showing the entire viewing area still rain, scattered showers right now, obviously. As we head towards 7, 8 o'clock tonight, the leading edge of the Arctic air expected to be very close to the I-65 corridor and the metro. Anything behind the boundary will quickly transition over to snow. And once this snow kicks in, I believe we're going to see 4 to 5 hours of snowfall, a couple of which could contain some locally heavy snowfall with rates perhaps 1 to 1.5 inches each hour. And that's going to pile up pretty quickly. By 9, 10 o'clock tonight, the Arctic front making it over towards the I-75 corridor, just about the entire viewing area in this band of snow. And then as we head towards midnight or shortly thereafter, the snow will be rapidly pulling away, the accumulating snow. I still think we'll see some flurries late tonight into tomorrow as well. How much? Just a widespread 2 to 5 inches of snow is now expected across the better part of the viewing area, including the metro. I think if there are some 5-inch amounts, maybe even isolated 6, it would be here in our northern communities, but nonetheless a pretty solid swath of snow. Again, 2 to 5 inches across much of the viewing area, maybe slightly lighter amounts in our far south and southeast. So the bottom line, everybody's going to get some snow. By the way, good luck measuring because it's going to be whipped around by strong winds all night tonight into tomorrow morning. Watch the temperatures. 7 o'clock tonight, we're in the 40s. As we go towards 10 o'clock, 9, 10 o'clock, we're already in the mid-20s here in town. Once we reach the middle 20s, the lower 20s, I think anything wet will quickly ice up. Keep in mind the road crews have not had a chance to get out and treat, so it's going to be treacherous once we transition from wet roadways to icy roadways, and that's going to happen very, very quickly, mid to late evening. As the snow pulls out, the much, much colder air continues to dive in. Single digits already invading the western one half of the viewing area by midnight. Look at this. Tomorrow morning, I think just about everybody will be below zero, anywhere from 0 to 5 below on the actual air temperature. Let's talk about the wind now. Midnight tonight, everybody well below zero, and the wind chills on your Friday morning, likely through midday, anywhere from 20 to 30 degrees below zero. That's what the mayor was talking about, some of the coldest air we've seen in a long, long time. Wind chill warning in effect overnight through tomorrow for wind gusts that could be upwards of 40, 45 miles an hour, producing these types of feel-like temperatures. So the bottom line, gang, the rain is going to go to snow early to mid-evening across the viewing area, then be diminishing, the accumulating snow around midnight or shortly thereafter. Several inches expected, 2 to 5 across much of the viewing area. As the Arctic air moves in and invades, the winds really pick up. Strongest winds late tonight through tomorrow morning, upwards of 40, potentially 50 mile-per-hour wind gusts. Keep in mind that flash freeze still a pretty good bet mid to late evening. And by tomorrow morning, your temperatures 0 to -5, wind chills, Rick Vicky, 20 to 30 below. So it's not a mega snowstorm, but it's still a decent amount. I do think it's going to be a white Christmas. It's going to be blowing all over the place. Travel is going to become very treacherous late this evening through the overnight as well. Guys, let's send it back to you.